Caratini in there. Those guys haven't played at all in this series yet. First pitch, and Altuve trying to ambush the.
Well, Mitchell Parker's second start of his career. Fantastic in LA. Talk about the four-seam command that he has to have. Be able to get in on guys. Oh, was he out of the box?
Altuve bunted the ball.
He threw one.
And maybe that's the reason that thing was chopped straight down. Oh. Now he pulls the string and strikes out Jose Altuve, who in this series is now 2 for 11.
Yeah, this was not on their scouting report after.
Yordan Alvarez is hitting .438 against left-handers this year. 14 for 32 with 3 home runs. That'll stand him up.
They'll do their damage because glove side command, that's what he has.
Front door breaking ball up and in. Gonzalez second and third. Right in there, 2-1. City to play the Rockies next weekend. Alvarez slaps one right up at our eye level and
ball off it. But how about the first?
3-2. Strike 3, we heard Nate Tomlinson say. 2 up, 2 down. 1 swinging, 1 taking. Third today against the lefty. They stay unorthodox.
Well, virtually the same guy as Yordan Alvarez, left side. Over 1,200 OPS against lefties.
Probably not talked enough after the game about the play he made.
You got a challenge in that situation. There's no way that Nats were going to pitch to Kyle Tucker.
Well, he had him lunging. That's a rollover to Garcia. How about the first inning at home for Mitchell Parker?
Sure, guys. Thank you for having me here. You know, it's been an amazing week. For me, one of the most electric game was the wild card game.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Do you remember losing your mind on that?
Those games, sometimes they pass like in slow motion, all the turn them.
What I didn't know was that you guys were going so like nuts in the bullpen that like Huddy was like trying to figure out how to get warmed up in the moment. I had no clue about that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think by how we hit the grand slam.
It got quiet.
Oh, you can hear
innings. One. I mean, virtually untouchable. One.
They came the day before with like 7 runs on the first inning. I don't know how many runs they scored total the game before against Atlanta. Not this matter, you know, hitter. You don't. You don't got the power, but he can hit a homer too. So keep that line out of balance was my key. And you know, at the end, like the he throw that pitch on the same spot, like a down away for him. It probably can be hit, but it's more. It's easier for the infielders to. And this guy has so much contact that I'm trying to get out quick with not too many pitches, because I don't want to hit.
Altuve, and I for one, and there's a 2-hopper out to C.J. Abrams. I for one am kind of glad the weather's sort of cold today.
We like 60. See, you're not an old school thought, of course.
Yes.
Less about the game. You guys were dialed in for 2 innings.
Yeah, I mean, you know. You never know what can happen. One swing of the bat, boom.
Well, our shortstop's busier than Brian Dozier used to be at second. Quick with in mind what Franny just asked you about a minute ago. Wait a minute, we got 3 ground balls. Dozier shows up and nobody can hit the ball.
Jeez, unreal.
You're going to stay with us another half inning.
Let's be here. This is awesome up here.
Welcome to the blank.
Game looks really slow and really easy from up here.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Your career getting the World Series championship. Speak to that ball club, your teammates, and what that whole group was like. And by the way, the yard's playing really big today.
No kidding. That ball was hit pretty good. It worked out well.
So how did you and Howie had that thing?
Both car guys, and I think it was he and I and Michael A. Taylor.
And another one lifted deep, and Lane Thomas back to grab.
Good play. We were in Atlanta and again struggling and to have our cars and coffee out here, so we just tried to do as much as we could in the car industry, and we're coming back from it with Michael A. and Howie and everyone, laboratory guys. But we're like, you know, let's try to come up with something and you know, turn in the right direction.
Was that the fastest you gotten to the end of the dugout after a homer? Just
yeah, it was something that we both look forward to. I think everybody in the dugout. And
meanwhile, the Mitchell Parker show continues to go on here. The young man pitching very well. There's a ground ball to third. All right, watch this. We got a little thing on the screen. Oh, the guy next to us.
Yeah.
Top of the 5th inning. Mitchell Parker is dealing. Jeremy Pena, the hitter. Hey, what's it been like? I mean, you've been with us here several times this year now, and
you know, a lot of people will be like, "Oh, why'd you do a 5-year? You know, that's whatever." But you know, I think a lot of people forget we didn't really get 2020. Near thing will definitely happen, so it's exciting.
Jazz McCormick goes that way for the second time, and he has Houston's only 2 hits today.
To be kind of taught how to play, I think he's the perfect guy for them.
Can of corn for Jacob Young. Couple of quick outs.
And you and I have talked about him, but
in most cases would have been done in AA,
yep.
Triple. Guy's the limit for that guy.
And there's no doubt about it. Guys are getting rushed to the big leagues like never before.
Plenty of them coming, man. There's a lot of good kids.
Look at this, Mitchell Parker. Another strikeout. Number 3 ball. Brian Dozier, Adam Eaton, and of course Ryan Zimmerman to kind of be our cleanup guy and finish it all up. Here we go, top 6.
well, look, this is you see a lot of.
So after this batter, he'll embark on his 3rd time.
Feel, especially in a debut, you go with what works. Stick with the hits.
And a flare to right. Lane Thomas, a long way to go, and he's going to pull up. And it's going to drop in front of him. And Victor Caratini has only Houston's 3rd hit. Fastball in there.
Job.
That ball skips in off the. And this one high in the air right field way, but twisting out. The one thing that's kept this from being a pretty miserable day. Swing! And he got a foul tip for the strikeout. Number 5 for Mitchell Parker. And he's fanned Altuve swinging twice.
Every mile in a brand new Hyundai.
That ball gets through Adams. He throws a bullet, but it just took too long for him to get that carom.
It was almost Little League. Just throw it to the backstop. Let him.
Had Alvarez rolling over that pitch away. Close, up and in.
Dumb no pepper rule thing.
Oh, look at that. It's behind the runner, but he knew where C.J. Abrams was, so Victor Caratini stays. The hitter. Front door for a strike.
Right.
He'd move the ball around and hit it to a different guy every time. No balls, 2 strikes here. Before we go too far back in time.
Then it became 2-ball, where you have to.
You're setting up a way here. And he follows it up with a fastball to the outer half. Bloop hit, wild pitch.
It's also nice to have. Nationals pitcher strikeout. Thank you to Dan Coco for being the cleaner.
On the way in, Vargas. Oh, we got him. Ildemaro Vargas. Not letting an 0-for-3 day at the plate affect his defense whatsoever. That was outstanding.
This was the Ryan Zimmerman-like play. Come in, barehanded, 1 step, throw an absolute baby. And that little choppy straight play.
The 9th ground ball out for Parker today. And now he's got Pena.
That's split. I mean, it has been
nothing but strikes or pitches that look like strikes until it's too late. And that's number 6. Amazing command.
I mean, it is, because he's keeping it out of the middle of the plate, right? Number 1. Number 2, he's being able to elevate when he needs to. But the Astros be the aggressor in this, and that's a big part of going up against a good offense.
And he's got a hitter 0-2. Close singles. And with that idea, unbelievable what he's doing. 7 strikeouts, no runs, 3 hits through 7. Mitchell Parker in total command against a good offensive ball club.